but pretty sure. Like yeah, I'm pretty sure my opponent. Sorry, I'm pretty sure my opponent had Kikijiki there. All right. So off the green stuff, couple of picks here. We have Mindstone, Archmage, Compulsive Research. Cultivate's okay, but I think those are like... I think Archmage is better than Research, although there's not as much good card draw, but... Yeah, it's definitely a decent pack. I'm just not sure what to take. Like, is Archmage as good in... Like, that's the question. Is Archmage as good in this as it used to be? You know what I mean? Is it, like, right to take Mindstone? Am I valuing that too high? I'll take it. I feel... Yeah, I don't know. Archmage is pretty good. I was considering Mindstone. This is very good in the control mirror, though. I think I'll take Sun Titan here and then maybe table something. I just, like, if I don't want to draft green, then maybe get some value. Jinx Choker is pretty decent in mono red, I think. At least theoretically. Does Zealous Conscripts work with Saheeli? No, right? No, it does not. So Zealous Conscripts is definitely a lot worse. Some decent cards here. Frost Titan, Sacred Foundry. I just don't want to go like super high on the mana curve. I'm gonna take Sphere of the Suns. It is not a powerful Magic card, but it's a role player. It's like, the thing is, like, you know, this is obviously much worse than Mindstone, but look, like, when you're drafting Cube, you're kind of building like a constructed deck for the most part. So you just need to make sure, like, you can cast your spells, blah, blah, blah. So here we have Pact of Negation versus Tidings. There's Oust, but... I don't actually like... I think Tidings is okay if you can ramp. But I do like Pact of Negation. I feel like it's people are starting to figure out this format, and you know, there's like Planeswalker you, Planeswalker you, Planeswalker you, like. So just being able to tap out for your own Planeswalker and then pact them is pretty big. I mean, stealing their Planeswalker is also nice. Is Windburst good in Cube if you're mono white? I'm gonna take a Watery Grave. Confiscate's also pretty good, but it's kind of expensive. Watery Grave is so good with the fetches, though. And I frequently end up... Yeah, I'm gonna take Watery Grave. Generally, my control decks end up being blue-black. This pack is embarrassing. This pack is just horrendous. It's a good sideboard card, I guess. Alright, well, it doesn't look like blue-white Cheon's is very open, but it doesn't look like anything is particularly open. Like reanimation is just not a thing in this, so I don't like Gristlebrand very much. I guess I'll take Devour Flesh as cheap removal if I end up blue-black. Haven't seen a whole lot of white cards. Like, almost 0 white cards, actually. This is awkward. This is not a great win condition. I mean, what else am I going to take there? Like Shivan Reef? Like, I'll just take the Bloodline Keeper, I guess. Again, I do not like Tragic Slip. Oh my god. I almost first picked this thing. Okay, no respect. Or maybe people just don't know? I don't know. All these cards are fine, but Mind Stone, that is... That is! Spike-tailed Drakeling, Cyanoplasm, or I'll take Slaughter Pact. Thoughtseize. Okay. Okay. Black is open. That is the color that is open. We've identified that black is open. Nighthawk is a good sideboard card. I mean, it makes sense because black isn't a great color, but, you know, it can be a decent complementary color. Probably going to get Liliana here or something. Or Skin Render's not bad. And blue isn't especially open. There was like a compulsive research and a tidings. But what does black even go with? If not blue. You know what I mean? What does black even go with? I have no idea. Mono black, Graveborn Muse, eh? If literally nothing else is open, it's a consideration. I mean, black-white seems pretty bad, though, to me. Black-white Lisas, yeah. She has been known to draft black-white Lisas. That Jace is pretty good. Again, we saw almost no white in the first pack. We took Sun Titan and saw no white cards. No Banishing Lights, nothing like that. So I'm probably going to take the Jace here. Read the Bones is also a consideration, but... Read the Bones is going to table. We all know it. It's a Planeswalker. I mean, it's black. Black is open. I'm taking the Grave Titan here still. I think it's still too good. There's a decent chance Fatal Push tables. I need card draw. So I think I'm going to take the Vision here over Jace. We already have one of the Jaces. So I want something cheap. And probably table Drowned Catacomb. There's also Shriekmaw. I mean, we're going to table something here. Drowned Catacomb, Jace, or Shriekmaw will be fine. I doubt a blue card tables, though. But... Diets are the worst. I agree. What's up with Bonfire's Border? I don't know, man. So I think one of these black removal spells is likely going to table. So what should we take? There's Metamorph, which isn't bad. It's a 3-mana clone. Don't really need Pilgrim's Eye. Serum Visions is okay too. I don't think I need to take removal. Is this Serum Visions to smooth out my draws? I'm okay with that too, honestly. Like, what are you copying with Metamorph anyways? Alright. More things to do early. More things to do early. Yeah, Serum is fine. I'm not going to take Ambitions costs. I'll take Dissipate. I mean, it's not great, but, you know, it's a counterspell. Obliterator! Cough! This doesn't look like an Elder Deep Fiend deck. So, I'm going to take the Cryptologist and probably just sideboard it in. Man. I need like Damnation or something. Alright, we have a good sideboard against control. What are these packs? So bad. I'll take Flame Slash because maybe I'll splash some kind of cheap removal if I get lucky with like fixing. God. Are we just more like blue-black mid-rangey? Currently not playing the Revelation. We have very bad mana fixing. I think I have a lot of 4s. Whirler Rogue is fine, but I'm just going to take Fatal Push because I need cheap removal, I think. Also, Slaughter Pact is probably a 3. And I'll take Shriek Maw. The Jace and the blue-black land in that table. So Jace and blue-black land were in that pack. I mean, do you guys like Pilgrim's Eye? I don't know. I just took like Victim of Night because it basically just kills anything. Slamming that Creeping Tar Pit. I don't think, yeah. I think I'm good on removal now, though. Just don't really need removal. I mean, Planeswalkers are still problematic, but outside of that. Taking Jace, because we want cheap stuff. We have some cheap spells. Hopefully we table something out of this pack. This pack is quite strong. You know, Tameo, Downfall. Far and Away. I guess. I'll take the Jace. I have enough removal. I mean, Downfall kills Planeswalkers, but still. Jace is so good with like Thoughtseize and our cheap stuff. It's not good with Ancestral Vision though. Take out Nixilis here. I really need Sweeper. I feel like I need Sweeper. I mean, this is kind of awkward. Like, do I 100% need Sweeper? Like, I have Fatal Push, Devour Flesh, Victim of Night, Slaughter Pact, Skin Render, Shriek Maw. It might just be Bloodstained Mire because my mana is really bad. Yeah, I'm gonna take Fetch Land. Could maybe splash Flame Slash if I really need to. Oh, for push? Oh yeah, I didn't even look at that, but yeah, that's also a thing. Again, I have enough spot removal where I don't really care for Murderous Cut, so I'm just gonna take Mole Drifter. Just get some card draw action. Kolaghan's Command is interesting on the red splash, but yeah, I'm just gonna stay. Well, actually, I have this too. It's like Kolaghan's Command or Stratus Dancer on the splash. I don't like O-Stone very much. We do have some good creatures to get back. This is probably better if I'm trying to go deep, actually. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna main deck it, but if I get good fixing, I could conceivably play it. Trophy Mage for O-Stone. No, well now I have a Blood Crypt. I like it. Wow, Zergo Bell Striker tabled. I can still play the Springs too. I don't think I need the Arena. When am I? I'm never bringing this in. I mean, maybe I'll find a way to disenchant. Big Kokushos. Phantasmal Bear, jeez. This deck does have a lot of removal. God, it's so medium. I keep drafting medium decks, guys. I mean, this deck can win, but it's definitely not great. Kolaghan's Command is also good with the Evoke creatures. Is Kolaghan's Command greedy? I think my mana base is actually quite good, so I don't think so. Were there other red cards we could have taken? There was like a Smoldering Marsh we could have taken. It's greedy in all the right ways, exactly. We're not playing this. So we have 5 red sources, 10 black, 10 blue, and a Sphere of the Suns. Seems good. It's the classic control deck. Lots of removal, though. Play against another control deck, it's not going to be great, but I think I want to start most of my removal and then sideboard into like the anti-control strategy, right? Like against control, I have Greyborn Muse, Blood Gift Demon, potentially Pitiless Horde, Herald of Torment, you know, Enclave Cryptologist, but game 1, I think I just want all the removal because I tend to play against more creature decks. Although it'd be funny, what if I'm 2-0 and then I switch? I'm 2-0 and then I switch to anti-control. But like the thing is, you can still play against ramp decks. Hey, a blue deck. I want to lead off with the Thoughtseize just to make sure that my Jace resolves. My opponent likely has a lot of ways to kill this Jace. That hand is gas. Holy cow. Holy cow. What is this hand? It's all action. I took the P and Kirandalar because I think there's a very good chance that my opponent is just going to evoke Moldrifter here. Then I can drop Glenolynch Archmage. Because my opponent doesn't have another land in hand. It's also possible that they keep up Rune Snag. But the awkward thing about that is I can play around it. Oblivion Stone. So don't want to play the Jace, obviously. Yeah, that's kind of medium. Look, I know four of the cards in my opponent's hand, and Rune Snag is like the only card. I think I want to wait a little bit more. I think my opponent's like priced into playing some of their more expensive cards. Jeez, just land. So that's my opponent's hand. It's not bad. Not a bad hand at all. Have I ever played Mahjong? I think I played once. I might have played once. All right. Do we have a sideboard plan for you? Do we have a sideboard plan for you? Oh yeah, Henny's expertise didn't table. So somebody moved into black? I don't know what happened. Did they play their land? I don't even know. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously I counter it because my opponent can just shoot it. Alright, so my opponent's probably going to pop the Oblivion Stone. You know what would be a sick draw? Colligan's Command. Like that turn, if I drew Colligan's Command. Whew, that would have been nice. Get your O-Stone. Actually, it might be even better for my opponent to pop the O-Stone, make my opponent discard a card, and get back my Archmage. I mean, my opponent doesn't have a good answer to the Tar Pit. I think there's actually a reasonable shot, a non-zero chance, that my opponent just steals my Tar Pit. I'm gonna go fetch a mountain with... Oh, Blood Crypt this. O-Stone does not... O-Stone gets non-lands, if you were wondering. I don't want to play the Jason to confiscate. So, just going to keep pressuring my opponent with this Tar Pit. The blue creature in my hand is Jace, but I know my opponent has a confiscate. Cons. Leaving up triple blue, huh? Oh, you're totally right. Okay, yeah, that was a punt. You're totally right. You're totally right. I forgot about that. That's my bad. You're totally right. I should have played it last turn. I missed out on one loot because of that. Oh, yeah, disallow? Okay. Chandra Flamecaller. Play your Chandra! Play your Chandra! I think my opponent has to confiscate my Creeping Tar Pit. They couldn't play their Chandra. Come on, action! Come on! This is not reasonable. Hi, yeah, I'm dead to like everything. Maybe, I should have maybe kept up the blue. I forgot about certain visions. Whatever. Whatever, dude. My opponent's gonna shoot my Jace. Do they play Mountain? Did they play Mountain? Oh, Colligan's command is such a beating in this matchup. Basically, I'm like just hoping I draw one of my like million removal spells. And oh wait, I needed to counter that. I'm stupid. All right. So my opponent would killed my Jace and dealt a bunch of damage, and then I draw Island. Okay. All right. Actually, Kukucho doesn't even seem good. Pitiless Horde is also a consideration. Let's get rid of like the little dude removal. Devour Flesh also isn't especially good because of P and Kirinalar. Shapeshifter is probably fine. Slaughter Pack kills everything, so I definitely want it, along with Victim of Night. Skin Render gets some things, but maybe I don't need it. Shriek Maw also gets everything. Like, I don't need, like, infinite removal. Obnixilis also kills things. So, what do we have now? This seems like a pretty good setup. Yeah, I mean, my opponent's not necessarily on monoplane blockers. Yeah, lands are good in this matchup. I believe in my deck. Had it. Had it. Do you guys like jamming with this hand? I like jamming. The thing is, it's cube, you know? It's like, how many counter spells can they have? Yeah. Jam, jam, jam! Don't steal it, friend. Ooh. Interesting. right. Well, we got a, you know, basically a threat every turn. Attack with Grave Titan here. See if my opponent blocks. Actually, I should probably play the Titan first. 2 mana Grave Titan. I know, I have to pay full price. 6 mana Grave Titan, and then 5 mana Grave Titan. Unreal. Shapeshifter does not target, but I should cast it before I attack because my opponent might trade. Like, if my opponent trades and then I have the Shapeshifter in my hand, I'm gonna feel pretty bad. Never mind. Very decent. Very decent. Now I can just send the clowns. And I don't need to play the Shapeshifter. Oh, burn spell? Whatever. Electrolyze? Stagger shock. Okay. Yeah, whatever. I mean, I still have 6 power on the board. My opponent's on 2 cards, and I'm resolving Ancestral Vision with Shapeshifter in hand. This is an Inferno Titan, maybe? Chandra. Okay, that's really good. Okay, any way to deal with that right now? Ding! Face up, Shriekmaw, your turn. Yeah, my opponent can either Chandra and kill my Shriekmaw, or 0 to try to find an answer. You know? If they plus, it still dies to my Shriekmaw. Alright. That was a good draw. More Shapeshifter plus Jace is really bad because they can just Chandra -2 and get both my things. All right, this should be game. Glad I took Culligan's command. Taste it. I don't know what this is. All right, but it seems like a pretty even matchup though. I think I actually do like the Pitiless Horde against the Planeswalker shenanigans. I think often my opponent's just gonna go Jace. What is Jace's? Is it 1L or 2Ls? I don't even know. Okay. Starts at 5. Oh, it doesn't kill it. Damn. Whatever. It does. I mean, I'm definitely playing it. I just don't know what, like, I... Maybe this card is just 2 mana intensive. I just like spend 6 mana to 7 mana to have it start drawing me cards and then my opponent stagger shocks it. That doesn't feel great. What can my opponent... Whatever, I'll Inquisition. I don't know why I always do that, guys. It's a force of habit. Problem is my opponent gets to play Apo Siege, which, like, kind of sucks, but whatever. Are you serious? You drew Runesnag? Oh, maybe my opponent doesn't have a land then. If my opponent drew Runesnag into land Outpost Siege, I'll be pretty sad. Oh, that's their Cryptologist. I think I just... Do I just cast this? I guess my opponent doesn't have a good answer if I just dash it. Dashers, dashers. I'll dash. That's definitely a good sign. I think my opponent kind of has to crack it, but maybe not. All right, good call on the dashing. Good call on the dashing. Now my opponent can just never tap out. My opponent can't play Jace. Pitiless Horde, too strong. Wow. That sideboarded Pitiless Horde. Is it going to get us there? If it does, I will have a newfound respect for the card. Actually, it's actually just been great, so... So my opponent's looking for, like, Lightning Bolt. Pitiless Horde too strong! The power of the Horde. I think Shapeshifter might just be main deckable. None of the other cards, but I think Shapeshifter might be main deckable. And if I do that... I should restart Moto. No, I'm just going to tilt everybody. The value of tilting everybody is too high. This hand is okay. Needs another mana source. Dude, that Pitiless Horde was gonna deal 15 damage that game. NBD. Alright, Colligan's command. Play like a Mind Stone here. Or no, Coalition Relic maybe? I don't know. No, not that. No, not that either. I guess Devour Flesh comes back in. You're glad to be here for the Pitiless Horde? Yes. I'm gonna hope that my opponent spends mana on the Tree Speaker pump. Good night, Stuffgeist. The thing is, when you're playing against a Grixis deck, though, it's like so likely that I have a removal spell here that you might be better off just casting your spell. But then it's like a feel bad moment because now you have a Tree Speaker which you can't actually use. Getcha. Selesnya Charm. I know there's like... Normally you don't have to play around pump spells, but that card does exist. That card does exist now. No, he's just discarding. What is that? Reclamation Sage. More like Reclamation Sage, am I right? Alright. Ah! I'll try again next time. Sorry, folks. Let's get this on the board. And if my opponent tries to Monstrous it, I can Slaughter Pact. Indestructible! Ooh, mistake. Maybe not. Masked Admirers. I'm not concerned about this Fleece main. I got this Grave Titan coming in next turn. I could have offered the trade, but that didn't seem great to me. Alright, 6 mana. This is a big one. That is in fact a big one. The question is, am I supposed to kill this stupid thing? Or do I just chump? Yeah, I'd probably just chump. These. Green-white, can't beat the Bloodline Keeper. Six mana, 7 mana, Elish Norn. Not cool. Unexpected. Wait, what is this card? You didn't have to take the damage there, friend. Is that good, or I don't know. It seems like a decent turn for me. Just Slaughter Pact in your front. Oh man. The sickest tips. Slaughter Pact the Elish Norn. Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it. Herm. That'll do, piggies. Alright, Elishnorn and Wormcoil Engine are pretty good top-end creatures. I'm not sure how good Threads is. I think Devour Flesh is fine. Well, let me think here. Green, white. Actually, the Assassin might be good. If you don't have a lot of removal, Assassin can take over the game. I mean, it is super slow, but the question is what I want to take out. I do have a lot of removal. I sell mostly expensive creatures. Maybe Fatal Push isn't necessary. Right? Like, Flame Slash is more reliably going to kill more things, I think. I mean, we have 2 fetch lands to go with it, but... Did he have token makers? Devour Flesh might still just be bad. This feels wrong. This feels so wrong. But game 1, we did just see literally all creatures. So. Board out the Archmage. Give me an island, please. Threads their mana. Well, we didn't see that much mana, though. Like, all we saw was a bird and a Fleece main line. He at least has green-white at Johnny, just because he's green-white. I guess. I guess there's a higher chance that he has it, but it's not 100%, you know? His hand's pretty good. Gets a lot better with Island off the top. Aye. I wanted him to play a ramp creature, you know? Not cultivate. It's not good for me. Or it's much less good for me. But again, our hand kills most things outside of planeswalkers. Shoot. Alright. Glenalindra Archmage, huh? Not really sure what I'm looking for. Both of those don't seem terrible, but let me see how I'm going to sequence out my next few turns. Well, next turn I'm playing Grave Titan. We figured it out. Do I want Thoughtseize though? Sure. You got me. Whatever. That was, you know what? I'm okay with that. That was the bait, you know? That was the bait. Next turn we get to play Grave Titan. It was the bait. Ugh, never mind. I need to kill Prime Time. Mana Tithe, dear lord. Yeah, this Thoughtseize is looking terrible. I mean, this still lets us try to kill the Garruk. It's got fear. If my opponent plays Elish Norn, it's obviously bad. So my opponent's probably going to play Elish Norn. Nope, no Elish Norn. Maybe Wormcoil. Wormcoil would also be annoying. Oh, Wormcoil would be so bad. Because Shriekmaw has fear. Just let me kill your Garruk. Just, bro. Let me kill your Garruk. Bruh. Bruh! Bruh! I don't even get this. Like, the second main phase Elish Norn. What is happening? Oh my god! I can't win. I can't win. Yeah. You're fine. Yeah. I'm fine. On the bright side, what could he possibly have left to get with tooth and nail? Yeah, we'll take the gambit. Oh, it's a crater hoof. It's a crater hoof. That's all I can do. I do this. That's all I got. Oh yeah, my opponent has Sun Titan in their deck too, huh? This is bad. Oh, I'm glad I didn't board in. Okay, he does have Crater Hoof. Jesus. Okay, all the fatties. Wait, I don't get. Okay, I guess they have a Cultivate. It doesn't seem like my opponent has a lot of mana ramp for all the fatties in their deck. Like they have decent fatties, but. Yeah, now I'm like debating like slowing down actually. You know? Playing cards like Blood Gift Demon. My guess is that these are still a little slow. Inquisition doesn't seem that good. I think I'm still gonna keep it, but I agree it's not great. Probably still keep Flame Slash. All right. Well, if we draw an island, it's not bad. If we draw a swamp, it's not bad either. Turn 1 visions. Basically just want to draw lands. Visions. Land. Watery Grave! Fetch land! I don't even... What? No, I mounted one time for the ultimate punishment. I mean, I won't be I'm not going to complain too much about drawing mountain because it means I'm not going to miss a land drop. But... So, I mean, with this hand, I think I can still afford to miss like one land drop. You know what I mean? So I had like three draws at a land. If I miss a fourth land drop, it's going to be bad, but... You know. Well, that's the first land drop missed. But this was like a land then. Just trying to look at the upside here. Cultivate. This is good. All right, come on, deck, please. I just want to play Magic the Gathering. You gonna let me play some Magic? Are you gonna let me play some Magic this game? Let's go. I just want to play Magic. Just give me that swamp here. Come on. Or island. I'll take island. No terramorphic, no mountain. 13 outs. Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, you know, we don't get to play skin render, but hey, at least we drew a land. I'm happy. I'm happy. This is revenge for the times of Vintage Cube where I drafted Armageddon. I very rarely draft Armageddon, so I don't even think that applies to me. You know? So play Dissipate here. Ancestral Vision. Coming off this turn. What would you play, though? I mean, this is assuming I draw a black source. Just 11 black sources in the deck. I drew the mountain! Ah! I don't want my opponent to drop a planeswalker. My opponent's deck isn't terrible. I need to kill the Nissa now, don't I? Do I have a forest in my deck? Yeah, I definitely was going to block. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is frustrating. I can copy Solemn. Yeah, I should kill Nissa. I could also kill Nissa. Do I keep up Archmage? Or do I just hardcast? I can Jace minus to try to find a land. Then evoke Shriekmaw. Yeah, but the problem is, like, I have so much, like... I'm okay with this. My opponent's tap 4 mana. Oh. Yes, okay. Hornet Nest? Why is that in my opponent's deck? Well, they have Elish Norn in their deck. Okay. Okay. Our hand is now gas. Our hand is now officially gas. I think they would have played Elish Norn last turn if they had it, but maybe not. I mean, my opponent played strangely in the last game too, so... I mean, if they're sandbagging Elish Norn, it's still not that bad for us. We can copy the Elish Norn. What you got? Prey upon Grave Titan on Hornet Nest? That would be sick. What if my opponent did that? Prey upon Hornet Nest, Grave Titan. You played an EDH game with 3 or 4 players having Elish Norn in play? That sounds miserable. That sounds awful. Feels like a bait. Feels like a bait. kind of want a blue source. I don't need Blood Gift Demon, so I'm probably just taking the 2 lands. Oh no, but my opponent can icy both of my blue sources. Huh. So I can't play Shapeshifter then? But even then, I don't need Blood Gift Demon. I still just want to jam all my blue sources. Bloodline Keeper seems like a pretty good play here. You guys like Obnixilis Kill Nest? I guess that's a little more aggressive. But then that leaves us vulnerable to the Masked Admirers. Skin Render the Nest, right? If I morph the Shapeshifter, my opponent can tap down my island on upkeep, then resolve Tooth and Nail. Really good turn for my opponent. Lots of value. All right. We're getting to a pretty complex board state, so my head's gonna hurt. Don't forget about Mana Tithe. I will try not to forget about Mana Tithe. So do I kill the Nissa here? No, but then my Planeswalker dies. I guess I let my opponent draw one card off the Nissa. This is gonna eat a bird. Oh, my opponent let Nissa die. Is it like an Ulamog or something? And I am well aware that I have 2 Jaces on the board. I'm probably going to minus this, then flip this. Oh, is this Elishnorn? It could be Elishnorn. That's bad. You can kill both my Planeswalkers. Damn! These giant green monsters. Could have countered that Icy. My opponent probably has Tooth and Nail too. The thing is, if my opponent kills both my Planeswalkers, then I get to hit him back with Grave Titan. Although Elishnorn is a 4/7. I mean, we'll see what they do. So this is attacking Jace. And this is attacking Obnixilis. Okay. So my Jace lives. And I will block Obnixilis. Well, my opponent's going to tap down my Grave Titan. Pump the fist! Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot that my opponent could have Mana Tithe there. I should have played this untapped. But now I'm going to play around Mana Tithe for the packs. All right. What is this? Is this Craterhoof? Let me think. Let me think here. See if this is lethal or not. Everything gets +4/+4 in trample, and you can tap down my Elishnorn. Thinking. What if I just packed him negation? I should probably just pack him negation this. I mean, if I slaughter pack this, this will be an 8/8. 7/7. Yeah, I still gotta. Yeah. Also, I don't need the slaughter pack because I have Obnixilis here. Like, I don't know if I need to draw extra cards. Because keeping the slaughter pack as a surprise is also pretty nice. Kind of want to get aggressive. Again, I want to keep this as a kind of like a surprise type thing. Taste it! Taste it! Alright. Let me restart my moto. My opponent had some pretty good top end there. Counterspells OP. And that's why I like Pact the Negation. Oof. Alright, can we get a trophy, please? We have not gotten a trophy in 2 days. I think my opponent got wrecked by the Jace Plus, which admittedly I forgot about too. Oh yeah, the Hero's Downfall also didn't table. In this draft. So yeah, somebody else was in black. I thought black was super open though. I don't know. Especially, at least in pack 1. Maybe somebody moved into it. Maybe somebody moved into mono black. Like the Obliterator didn't table. Or did it? I don't remember exactly. I mean, black's got the sweepers. It's got the cheap interaction. You know, white has less cheap interaction. That's the issue, right? Whereas when you go blue-black, you have access to, like, the Inquisition, the Thoughtseize, Duress, potentially. You don't have Swords to Plowshares, so black has more of the cheap removal. All right, come on. 3-0. I want a trophy. All right, Mr. Buttons. I really need this trophy. So I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to wreck you. I apologize now, ahead of time. I would like you to go to 4, if possible. And you know what's going to happen. My opponent's going to play mono red. I'm going to get turn 1 Goblin Guided, and I'm going to lose. Given that it's a mid-range grindfest, well, given that it's a mid-range grindfest, I prefer counterspells. I like counterspells and planeswalkers. But you can't make it so grindy that you just get beat down. Oh, Sacred Foundry, that's not good. So unlucky. It's basically I drew a blank. Or you know what this is? I drew like an 8-drop. That's what happened. It's just my hand curves out so perfectly that like I don't really have a chance to suspend the vision. I guess like theoretically next turn I can like draw something to play and then play suspend the vision. Don't Banishing Light me, bro. Oh, Thalia. Thalia's not bad too. Okay. Well. I'm not too concerned about like something that my opponent would play. I'd rather just have a 3/2 fear creature here. Next turn we can just, I mean, even if my opponent plays like a Gideon or something, you know, we can just kill it. If they play a Wrath, it's not that bad. So I can't see myself getting punished too hard here. And then, you know, my opponent will probably play the worst possible thing. Like Lightning Bolt into Anger of the Gods. No, into Pyroclasm or something. Although that would be a very strange deck if that's what my opponent does. Alright. Oh, wow. Well. Glenelendra Archmage. Good card. Good Magic card. What is this? Is this one getting Path to Exiled? We're getting so much value. Just all the 2-for-1s. Alright, Visions. See you in 4 turns. Oh my goodness, I drew Kolaghan's Command to get it back. My opponent's not going to be happy about that. What? They actually had Wrath? What? That was unexpected. That was unexpected. Well, I think that's better than playing Jace. Red-white Control. Ha! There's a mountain. Ha ha! Ha ha! Heads up play, cracking that Mind Stone. Ha! Ha ha! I'm assuming my opponent has a removal spell for this, but you know. I didn't have mana to Kolaghan's Command, plus Archmage plus keep up counter. So my opponent might play something like a Gideon this turn. Which would be kind of annoying actually. Rip Jace. Hey, that's an artifact. How convenient. My opponent's not gonna like this either. Oh, bleh. The value. I would just concede. Oh, I would. If it was me. I mean, I don't know what my opponent's hand is, but Vision on 1, Obnixilis on 8, Glenelindra Archmage. It's like we're playing against Sun and Moon, you know? Dave C, that's a cute play, but I feel like if I just do this, I mean, I should be fine. What's going on? Exquisite Firecraft. Can't be countered. Alright. Oh my god, more cards. I kind of want to emblem the Obnixilis, even though I know it doesn't really do a lot. Target against it whenever a player draws a card. No, that's pretty good. Although it's probably better just to have it still have it on the board. Double the Archmage, double the fun. Dude, bro. You can't play Archangel Avacyn here. That's not cool. So my opponent is playing like red-white vehicles post-board. Is that what they're playing? Red-white vehicles post-board. That's what it feels like to me. I didn't see a lot of planeswalkers though. I'm assuming I have some. I mean, they're... What are they playing? The Metallic Rebuke. Seems like... Yeah, it does seem like a good matchup. I'm just trying to figure out how I should sideboard here. Yeah, the boat is annoying. I mean, I have 3 answers to the boat. Not to mention the counter spells. Yeah, that's why I should be like somewhat careful. He's 1-0. I got paired down actually. Devour Flash seems good against Avacyn. What about Flame Slash? I think Flame Slash is just like a good cheap removal spell, but Blood Gift Demon seems good. Graveborn Muse seems okay. And maybe not. This gets boated. And a lot of burn spells deal 3 damage, but Yeah, but what if my opponent could very easily play like Elspeth and Gideon's? You know? Although I have other problems if that's the case. My opponent played Athalia. Alright, maybe Devour Flesh. Fine. I'll try Devour Flesh over Flame Slash. Yeah, I'm just being a little bit conservative. I don't want to go all in on all the slow stuff. But... my opponent could have a nice sideboard strategy. Who knows? Like, my opponent, like, plays turn Generok and sneaks in, like, an Outpost Siege. That'd be pretty good. Four, 3. 2, 2, 2. Yeah, Elspeth. Okay. Not a Flame Slash. At least we got a card, but... Hey, I didn't know about that, Plains. TUBBs. I'm gonna plus it so it doesn't get boated. Oh, I'm gonna get boated anyways. It's gonna get burnt into boat. Yep. Oh well. Feels bad, but it's okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna play that Mole Drifter. Not gonna play the Mole Drifter. Airspace! You must jam the airspace. Are we getting Archangel Avacyn? Nope. Trying to play around Wrath. Marshall coup? No. Wait. It's not even good. My Grave Titan still lives. Gut shot. I guess at least they're not dead, right? Pyroclasm? Trophy! Oh, it's about time. Going back to my roots. Going back to my roots. Then we get a trophy. The deck wasn't absurd, but it was fine, you know? Good amount of interaction, blah, blah, blah. We had some hard-fought matches. And trophy number 9. Woo! Yes! Yes! Also, I'm so happy. This was like kind of a... This was one of those strange picks where, like, at the time, I didn't really have a lot of red fixing. And I'm just like, man, Kolaghan's Command, if I can cast it, is going to end up being pretty good. And then we got the fixing, and it was great. So, really happy about picking up that Kolaghan's Command. And same thing with the Flame Slash. When we got it, I was just like, I had no red fixing, and I'm just like, well, if we get red fixing, it's going to be a fine removal spell. And then we got there. Whew. All right, be right back, folks.